Hey there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So in today's video we are going to be doing another charity shop round. So this is going to be the weekend sort of the big sort of charity shop run that I do. So yeah, there's going to be quite a few sort of charity shops that we're going to look at. So we're going to start off today as normal in Dogs Trust. I think this is the last video where I do the Dogs Trust on a Saturday. As you have seen sort of in Wednesday's video, I have now started a midweek charity shop run, and the Dogs Trust is going to be sort of one that I go to sort of midweek, or if I'm just sort of in passing, because at the moment the charity shop is just up the road from my local post office. So if I do go to the post office in my lunch break, I do tend to pop in. So at the moment I'm just having a look through the DVDs as normal. I think there's a Wii game there that I'm picking up. I was originally looking at that for my game collection, but I think I end up sort of putting it back. I do end up sort of scanning the Resident Evil box set as well, and there's not really any value in that. We've got an PC game, that one is. Once again, not really worth anything, so it does go back. So now we are over at the kids section, and straight away you'll notice this Lego clock sitting there. So if I remember rightly, I think it was sort of priced up at about £5. So I do end up sort of having a closer look at it, because Lego stuff can sell really well. So I do get the phone out, sort of have a look, and it's selling for sort of around the £5 mark. So pretty much what they've got it priced at is what it was sort of selling for. So it's got no value to me. It's not something that I can sort of resell or flip. And then I'm still sort of in the Dogs Trust, still looking at the sort of the games and everything. And then I actually look down. So there are a couple of boxes at the bottom that are normally sort of discounted. And I look down, and what do I see? I see a Bop It. So I do know from watching sort of other channels that the Bop Its do sell really well. And I think we had a Bop It from the Dogs Trust a couple of weeks ago as well. Was it last week? Potentially, I think. So yeah, I was like, well, let's have a look at it. Let's see sort of what sort of value it's got. And when I look, it's going between sort of £15 to £18. So yeah, I do end up sort of picking it up. To be honest, I do tend to sort of, I think that's the second Bop It that I've seen, and it's the second one that I picked up. So yeah, definitely keep your eye out for the Bop Its. They do tend to be worth it. So I think this one was priced up at £3.50. So I'm just having a look at my spreadsheet. Yeah, £3.50 it was priced up at. And then I'm seeing sort of sold comps, as I say, between sort of £15, £18. I think I do actually sort of, I think that one has actually sold now. I think I sold it for sort of a bit less because the condition wasn't all that great. Now, what I am actually doing here, I'm going to speed through this because I don't really find anything, but I do get invited to go back behind. So I sort of have a look sort of through a load of DVDs that they had sort of on the tables behind the counter. I'll be honest, sort of after looking through them, I then realised that it is majority of, there's basically DVDs that they've removed from the DVD rack, and I'm assuming that they're going to be sending sort of elsewhere. A lot of the DVDs that I saw in the piles that they've got here are ones that I have seen in sort of previous weeks. But yeah, I was just so chuffed to actually sort of be able to sort of go back and have a look. It just shows you that sort of going into these shops regularly, you start to sort of get known, you start to get noticed, and they're more accommodating to you, so they will sort of let you look through stuff that maybe hasn't hit the floor yet. So definitely worthwhile. I've got another shop that I go to, and as soon as I walk in, one of the ladies in there, she's automatically sort of like, ah, look, the cameraman, or the camera guy, something like that. She's nicknamed me. So yeah, always sort of get to know the staff in the shops. It'll always sort of benefit you. Okay, so now we have moved over to the Demelza outlet. So I've had a look through the rest of the store. There wasn't really anything there. I'm now in the kids section again, having a look through sort of some of the books, and as I'm sort of scanning through, see when it comes up, there we go, I see this pile down the bottom of Disney books. So these are Ladybird books, all different sort of Disney titles in there. I believe it is a collection. I cannot remember how many were in the collection. So I think they're in total sort of, I have a look, I've got that pile there, and then looking through the sort of the other shelves, I do manage to find a few more. In total, I end up with 16. And so, yes, so I end up with 16. I'm missing 2. So there are 18 in the full set. But when I look, they're selling for, some are selling for sort of like £5-6. Most of them are selling for about sort of 2 to 3. So with the set of 16, I think I'm looking at sort of a resale price of about £30 to £35. I can't remember what I say at the end of the video, but I think I've got them listed. I think I originally listed them at 30, and I've now reduced it down to originally listed it for 35, and now I've reduced it to 30, I think. Not too sure on that one. But yeah, so I do end up sort of looking through all these. They're all in really good condition. I will say that they're all literally like new. So definitely an absolutely brilliant find. So as I say, I do sort of have a look through sort of all the shelves just to see if I can find any more that sort of go within that set. I do end up sort of picking up a couple of other ones as well. I think there are 2 Disney ones that are not part of that set. And then I do pick up another Thomas the Tank one. So I did pick up a Thomas the Tank set a few weeks ago. But when I get home, I didn't notice it in the when I was in the shop, but the 2 other Disney ones and the Thomas the Tank one have literally, I think the Thomas the Tank one literally had sort of drawing all over it, so it was completely sort of worthless. There you go, look, finding a couple more. So they'll all get sort of bundled in. I think some of them were like 50p each. But yeah, it was definitely worth a pickup. But yeah, so the Thomas Tank book that I end up picking up, you'll see it in a minute or so. When I sort of got home, sort of having a look at it, opened up the front cover, and it literally just had sort of felt tip pens sort of all over the covers. So that pretty much wasn't worth anything. You'll see there, obviously you've got the 2. So I think it's Oliver and Company and Tarzan with the blue and the yellow spine. When I look at them, I don't notice it, once again, don't notice it in the shop, but when I get home, I notice that the pages are actually starting to come away from the spine. So once again, there's no real value in that. But the other ones, so the ones with the red spine, are all absolutely brilliant condition. And yeah, I do have them. I do have them listed at the moment on eBay. And then just sort of looking through, as I say, looking through here just to see if I can find any more of the Disney books in that series. And I do, to be honest, every time I've been in there since as well, I am sort of having a look, see if I can find sort of the last two that I need for the set. Also looking in sort of other charity shops as well as sort of at the boot fairs as well. There you go, there's that Thomas book. So this is that's part of the same series that we bought a few weeks ago. But yeah, the condition of it just hasn't got any value for sort of resale. So that will probably sit on my sort of dead pile for quite a while. So here we are now at the RSPCA, and you'll see right there, this is the only shot that I managed to get of them because my camera's a bit too high. There are a pair of Nike football boots just on the top there, and I am actually sort of looking at them right now. There you go, so you can just see them there. End up having a look through them. They are literally brand new. There is not a mark on them. So I do actually end up picking them up because they are £5. So for a new pair of sort of Nike football boots, they were size 10 as well, so sort of a fairly easy flip. And yeah, there's not a mark on them. They have never been worn. The studs, the sole, everything is absolutely immaculate. So I am actually able to sell them as new. And yeah, they have already sold as well. So really chuffed about that one. But yeah, unfortunately my camera is sort of a bit high, so I am going to sort of just skip through to the other find that I get in this shop. So we are obviously still in the RSPCA, just having a look sort of over at this section. It's not a section I come over to that often, and I do actually notice, you'll see just there in the bottom corner, there's actually a Winnie the Pooh money box. So I do have a look at it. It's marked up at £3, and sort of having a quick look online, seeing sort of sold comps of between sort of £15 and £20. So I do actually end up picking it up, and I think I've got it listed on Facebook Marketplace, just as basically because at the moment I'm not overly confident in shipping out sort of China, just because I just know that it'll end up getting broken. So yeah. Okay, next up we are in PDSA. So I've been over, I've had a look at sort of the games and the DVDs, and there was nothing there today, no Bond box sets there today. So just as I'm sort of about to head out, I'll just have a quick look at the women's shoes, and sort of scanning through, I do see this pair of brand new, I think they're Adidas. No, not brand new, but really lightly used. Obviously they do come with a box, but I do look them up, but I think the sold comps on them are not sort of that great. I think it's, just seeing if I can see it on the footage. I can't actually remember off the top of my head what they were selling them for. I think it might have been sort of like £12–15, something like that. And then the sold comps, sort of by the time I sort of then include sort of shipping, packaging and sort of the fees, it was sort of very, very minimal. So I do end up leaving them, but I just thought it'd be nice to sort of include them in the video, because it's not all about sort of stuff that I do pick up. Yeah, so you'll see there, sort of very top one, sort of £19.99. So for what they were charging, I think it was about £12 or £15. And yeah, once you sort of with that, they're just really not worth it, because at that price there's no money to be made. So here we go, we are at the last charity shop for today. We are back at the Dogs Trust. So I literally once again, I was just passing, so I thought I would swing in, sort of have another look, and they have actually sort of restocked. So there's a lot more in there, sort of from when we were in there before. And there's a couple of the games. So I actually saw these when I was sort of looking out the back, and I do decide this time that I will pick them up. But they are, as I say, purely for my sort of game collection. I'm just scanning through, just seeing sort of what else has been sort of added in. As I say, there's a lot more DVDs in there than there was when we looked for earlier on. And yeah, I don't know where there should be a couple of DVDs there. I don't know where the footage for that's gone. Yeah, I don't know actually. There should be some footage of sort of two DVD sort of TV series, and yeah, for some reason that footage isn't there. I thought that was in this part of the video, so not too sure what's happened with that. But yeah, I just sort of have a quick look through, just see if I see anything else, sort of see if anything's been added to the sort of the puzzles or the toys. But I think after picking up the Bop It, there is nothing left. So what I'm going to do is I am going to now sort of switch over to sort of when we get back home, and we can have a look at see what we picked up. So we're back home now, and yeah, not a bad lot today actually. Really happy with what we managed to pick up. So first off was the Lucifer DVD box sets. So we've got series 1 and series 2. We paid £2 for both of them, and looking online, sort of sold comps, we'll probably get about £12 for them. So after fees and shipping, we'll be looking at about £3.84 profit. So not massive, but still, it's working our way forward. Then next up, we've got the Bop It XT. So we paid £3.50 for that one. That was out of the dogs. So both the Lucifer and the Bop It was out of the Dogs Trust, and I believe it did work when I was in the shop. So I just need to check the batteries. It needs a bit of a clean up as well, but we paid £3.50 for that. And yeah, we've probably sold comps. We'll probably be able to sell it for about £18. So that will be a £6.75 profit. So very nice on that one. Then next up, we got the Disney Ladybird books, and then I've got a couple of extras as well. But just focusing on this lot here, so we paid £5 for all of them. But this one, when I was sort of looking through it, it's got loads of sort of writing and sort of everything like that in, so I can't really do a lot with that. And then I believe these two, they're not all that great once you open them up. They're sort of falling apart quite a bit. But these ones, they are in absolutely brilliant condition. Could not be better if we tried. So in total, we paid £5 for all of the books, and then just these ones. So this is near enough a full set. I think we are missing sort of 2 books to complete the set, but even as is, we should be able to list them for £35, which would then net us a £19.89 profit. So really good with that. But that is not the best find of the day. Surprisingly enough, the best find of the day is actually the Nike Timpo football boots. So they are brand new. If we look at the bottoms, they have not been used at all. They are in absolutely pristine, sort of brand new condition. So I'm going to list them on eBay for £40. So with the £5 buy fee, as you can see just there, that would net us a £24.25 profit. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And then the final thing that we picked up today was the Winnie the Pooh money box. We paid £3 for that off of the RSPCA. And yeah, that is going to be a Facebook only sale, just because I am not confident enough to package it up and post it out through sort of an eBay sale. But we should be able to get about £20 for that. And obviously, because we're doing it through Facebook, there'll be no fees, no shipping. So that would net us a £14.14 profit. So the total spend for today was £18.50. The total sales are expected to be £125. And for some reason, I've completely mucked up working out the profit. But we are looking at, so 20, 45, 50, about £65 in profit for today. So absolutely brilliant. Some really good items in today's pick. So that is going to be the end of today's video. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for sort of sticking with me to the end. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. And you can also follow me on social media. Links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are in the description down below. And yeah, once again, so thank you so much for joining me. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, bye.